I just don't understand how Spider-Man can be remade 437,896 times and Ned's Declassified can't even get reboot once. Not even reboot once for a crappy TV movie. Just let us have a crappy TV movie.
I'm scared. I don't know what was that, guys, and I didn't do that. I'm scared.
And this is why you don't have a reboot for Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Like, y'all were not that memorable compared to other live-action TV series. Here's the real reason why there will never be a Ned's Declassified reboot. So, Lindsay Shaw played Mosley on Ned's Declassified on Nickelodeon and went on some kind of like breakdown on TikTok saying how Spider-Man's been rebooted a million times and Ned's Declassified can't even have one reboot.
What?
First of all, leave my man Spider-Man out of this. And two, Spider-Man has a solid fan base and makes millions beyond millions at the box office. You have no right to compare your show to Spider-Man.
And that's a period.
This period of Nickelodeon's history is permanently tainted because of The Quiet on Set, which revealed a lot what was happening with the network in the 2000s and the 1990s. Drake and Josh didn't seem the same to watch anymore. Zoe 101 and Victorious as well. Speaking of Quiet on Set, you guys went live on the day after the Drake Bell episode aired and ridiculed the fact that your set was more secure and nothing ever happened, mocking what transpired with him.
Daniel, we told you never to speak about that. Get back in your hole, Daniel, and give me your holes. Sorry, we shouldn't joke about this. We really shouldn't.
This is awful. Why are we doing this?
Because this is about us. Listen, our set was not like that. And no, it's fucking awful. The Drake Bell shit is that's crazy to hear. That is man. And that never came out, which is really wild. Oh, so y'all were in on it. Oh, God.
Damn.
Wow. I'm not talking about this anymore. Not talking about this anymore.
No.
Guys, we can't joke like this. Jesus. Guys, we're sometimes humor helps us move through things, you know?
100%.
Big yikes. You guys only discuss adult topics and your own adult experiences on the podcast these days, including tales of children having sexual encounters.
From that point, because
he didn't finish.
I know. Yep.
No, not. Oh.
You didn't. You didn't. After a moment, he just said, "Thanks, okay," and you got up and you went to the bathroom and you did your thing.
No.
I don't remember
100%.
that at all. So which one do you remember? The one on the couch?
No, I remember the one in the backseat of your car. We can't talk about this on the pod.
Wow.
Dude, I can't believe.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
I will speak for all the kids of the 2000s when I say that I would prefer an iCarly, Victorious, and Drake and Josh revival before we get a Ned's remake. They attempted with a Zoe 102, and we witnessed how trash that was. This is somewhat the reason why a Ned's reboot is not necessary. Furthermore, no one is pleading for a Ned's Declassified reboot, which was a filler show, okay? Apart from Susie Crabgrass and Coconut Head, I don't recall much from the show.
Hi. Wait a minute. Who are you?
Speaking of Susie, the actress for her is Miss Christian Serratos.
Yes, Gaga, you look so good.
Who has achieved success in her career and isn't pleading on TikTok for a revival of a show that no one remembers or cares about. Her most well-known role is that of Rosita from The Walking Dead, who debuted in season 4 and remained a significant and prominent cast member until the final season. Her portrayal of Selena is available on Netflix, and we cannot overlook Angela Weber from the Twilight Saga.
Brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same.
You see, Mosley, take a few notes from Miss Serratos. Another issue as to why Ned's Declassified won't be relaunched, they could blame their podcast. I'm ignoring the fact that their show wasn't as popular as these other revived shows. However, the majority of their podcast has been filled with nonsense like, "What the fuck are you saying?" type shit. Mosley is oversharing, saying like, "Oh, do you remember the first time I gave you a BJ?"
Huh?
What are you talking about? She continued by discussing how she ran a train with every member of the cast while filming.
Dude, I ran through every Ned's cast member before I landed on Devin.
Damn.
Remember that?
The chosen one.
Like telling Theo that I liked him, and we like held hands at the movies.
He's so mysterious. How
And
could you not-
Rob.
Yep.
And then Dev was
Rob's
like,
funny.
hey. And I was like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, it reached that point where you were liked by all the boys.
Meaning she had breasts.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
And it's like, dude, why do you think any network executive would want that as a picture for someone they're going to reboot?
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
You have been in Hollywood. You are or were an actor. You should be aware of the impact of your image and how it affects others' images by association. Because even though the cast of iCarly was 10 times more popular, I don't think they would even have been rebooted if they were talking and doing this nefarious stuff. It matters what you say.
For a crappy TV movie. Just let us have a crappy TV movie.
The podcast alone is a contributing factor to the absence of a reboot. Yes, it has pulled fans back to you, but also drawn many away. Probably some execs were like, damn, like I don't want this image to be about, oh, the time I gave Ned a blowy.
First what?
BJ.
Here's a list of Nickelodeon series I would prefer to see revive instead of Ned's Declassified. Victorious, Big Time Rush. I believe there were plans for a Big Time Rush revival, but I haven't heard any updates about it recently. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Invader Zim, True Jackson VP, and My Life as a Teenage Robot are shows I like to see come back.
Period!
I know she's foaming at the mouth that Wizards of Waverly Place got a reboot, but not Ned's. I have a feeling she's not doing well. Like, you must have something else going on. Like, this podcast and this revival can't be it. This made me feel down because she didn't seem to be in a good place. Honestly, she should let this go. It's given the impression that she peaked in middle school.
Damn!
Peaking in high school is bad, but in middle school? There's no coming back from that. This demonstrates how unemployed you are. If you're lamenting not getting a reboot of your old show from 20 years ago, it's time to pack it up.
Oh my god, it's not funny.
Now, Ned's Declassified wasn't a terrible show, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking. It wasn't a Hannah Montana, a That's So Raven, iCarly, or Victorious. These were the top tier live action television series. To be honest, Ned's Declassified was one of those programs you tune into when there was nothing else available. It was a show you watched because Zoe 101 wasn't airing, and that's all it was. I appreciate nostalgia like the next person, but I feel like we're experiencing an overload of it in today's world. Sweetheart, you aren't getting that reboot. You and your former co-stars have thoroughly unsettled us with that off-putting podcast, and you're not exactly winning any popularity contests at the moment.
Hey, are we okay? What the fuck is this?
A few moments later.
I just have to say right now that the hate in my inbox is not okay. Okay? I did not mean anything in any kind of way. I am learning every day, as I think everybody is. And this kind of hate just needs to evaporate from the planet, no matter who it's directed towards. Crocodile tears, no, dude. Like, this is like my soul out there. If you know anything about what I stand for or what I believe in, you know that it's not this. I am sorry you were offended.
I understand reboots may be everywhere, but it feels like there's a ripple effect in Hollywood where we keep churning out remakes of old shows and films, while we as the viewers crave something original and innovative. Why do you think Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel are huge successes? They brought something fresh and new to the table. Well, I hope this explains everything going on, and if I ruined your childhood from Ned's Declassified, Sorry, question mark? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.